What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be going over some of the most trending efficient wheel farms in Black Myth Wukong and telling you if they're good or not. And it doesn't matter what stage of the game you're up to, there is a wheel farm for pretty much every chapter in this video, so just stay tuned and I'm going to be going over every single one and seeing which one is the best, so ultimately which one you should be using. So let's get into it. So the first wheel / XP farm is from the Snake Trail Shrine, and this one claims to give you 10,000 XP per minute. That is basically a level up per minute, so let's test it out and see if it's true or not. So just follow me and I'll show you how to do this farm. So once you get to this area, guys, you just want to interact with all these enemies that are kind of crouched over, and they're scattered all throughout this bamboo forest. The route I'm going now is the route I've been using to do this farm, and it seems to be pretty efficient. I'm sure it's not the best route, but it works for me. And they seem to all kind of be around the outside of the arena, like there's not really many on the inside of the arena. And there's also two snake enemies, and you'll see one on the screen in just a second, like right there. And those guys drop a lot of will and a lot of XP. So yeah, after you do interact with all of these, you basically just want to use the pluck of many and get them to take it all out. And that's essentially the farm. Now I'm going to fast forward this and I'm going to farm these for 10 minutes straight and then times that by 6 to get how many, get the ultimate sum of how many runes we're going to earn per hour, to see if you're really going to get as many runes as the title said and if it's actually worth it. I'm going to do this with every single farm to see which one really is the best, so definitely stay tuned. There's a lot of farms on this list, and yeah, we'll see how many runes we're going to get using this farm for an hour straight. So that's 10 minutes of farming. Let's see how good it did. So during that run I got 3,000 will, and on top of that I got 4 small pieces of gold, which equals to 2,400 will. So I was essentially getting about 5,400 will per 10 minutes, and which would be 32,400 will per 60 minutes or hour, which is awful, and it's absolutely not even close to what the thumbnail suggested. So basically I got clickbaited. The only good thing about this wheel farm is it is very early on in the game, so basically anyone can do it. No matter what chapter you're on, anyone can do it. You might not have pluck of many, but you can do it without the pluck of many. So yeah, that's the only good thing about this wheel farm. Anyway, on to the next. So this next wheel farm, guys, is just from the Pool of Shattered Jade in chapter 4, and to pull this one off you're going to need a spell, and this is the Ashen Slumber. So this is critical, you need this, and this wheel farm is claiming you get 3,000 will every 20 seconds. So let's see if it's legit. Essentially all you have to do is run up in the middle of these cocoons, use Ashen Slumber, and then use its special ability Fiery Burst in the middle of it, and just like that you do get basically what it claims. Depending on what level you are, and there are things you can do to increase the will you get from this. This is a really good method to farm will and XP in Black Myth Wukong, possibly one of the best methods in the game. So I'm going to do this for 10 minutes straight and see how much we get. During this sped up part of the video, guys, I thought I'd just take the time to mention that I'm doing a giveaway. The past giveaway has been won, but we have a new giveaway. You'll win a Black Myth Wukong figurine, so definitely hit subscribe. That's all you have to do to enter. And anyway, let's get back to it. So guys, we was getting about 2,400 will per run. So we was getting about 10 runs every 5 minutes, which means we was getting about 24,000 will every 5 minutes, or 49,000 will every 10 minutes, plus one small piece of gold every run, which is 600 times 20, which is 12,000 will. So 12,000 will plus 49,000, which is 61,000 will per 10 minutes, times by 6, which is 366,000 will per hour, which is absolutely insane. This is such a good will farm, and I highly recommend it. So for this will farm, you just want to go to the Rock Rest Flats Shrine in Chapter 2. And the best thing about this will farm is you're not just going to get will, you're going to get mine cores as well. So this is one of the only reasons I'll do this will farm, but it's basically just an enemy killing rush, where you just kill certain enemies that drop a lot of will. So I'll be showing you the loop you do to do that, and then I'll fast forward it, and then I'll go over the maths. So for this will farm, guys, you're going to get about 7,800 will per 10 minutes, which will be 46,900 will per hour, which is honestly pretty solid. It's obviously not as good as the other will farm, but if you haven't progressed past Chapter 3 yet, this is a solid choice. Plus you're going to get mine cores, which you can use to permanently upgrade your health, your mana, and your stamina. It's honestly just a decent will farm if you're early on in the game. So yeah, I definitely would rate this will farm. It's solid. So this next will farm, guys, is just basically an upgraded version of the Chapter 2 one, and it also gives you mine cores. So to do this, you just want to go to the Thunderclap temple in Chapter 3 in the New West, and you basically just want to run to the top of the stairs and kill every single enemy there is, and you're going to get a solid amount of will and XP for doing this. So I'm just going to fast forward it. It's pretty straightforward. Just go to that shrine and just run to the top of the stairs and kill every single enemy on your way. And I'd suggest using your charged attack. It can pretty much like nearly one-shot all the enemies and makes it so much quicker to kill them all. So yeah. So guys, after all the maths is done, this will farm is going to generate you about 16,000 will per 10 minutes, which is 101,000 will per hour, which is honestly pretty solid. So yeah, definitely a viable will farming method via Chapter 4. So anyway guys, that is it for this video. I really hope this helped in some way, and if it did, make sure you go down and smash the like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss any more content like this in the future. Also, so you're in the giveaway, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.